Hello, everybody. Welcome to another live Big Wow. It's Saturday. Today we're going to look at some trailers, and we've got a special guest, my most bodacious co-host, John Boy.
Oh, hello. Not even a hello beforehand. I'm just straight in here, straight in from the green room. Good morning. Yeah,
Do you hear me all right?
yeah, kind of.
What's wrong?
I didn't realise you would just spring me straight in.
But can you hear me all right? Aye.
No, your stream's a bit slow.
Slow?
Yeah.
You're all right on my end.
Mm.
Are you in prison just now? What's this get-up you're wearing?
Aye, my life is a prison.
You look like you've had your head shaved, and then you've got the
Aye.
sleepy... But
That's about the measure of it. Yeah.
What do you think of the new setup?
This is my, like you said, this is my day release or my 1.5 hour release.
What do you think of the new setup?
I like your One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest poster.
It's Qualcuno volo sul nido del cuculio.
Turn my volume up.
Well, I did a test with the
Is
sound.
is it like a Spanish one or something? What is it?
Yeah.
Is it
Well,
original?
No.
No.
What about
I
that
get
one?
these posters from this Italian website. You can get original Italian movie posters, and you get
How
some
much?
quite good ones.
How much?
Oh, it varies from like $5 up to hundreds. So I bought one for maybe 20. Bergman one, original Passion of Anna. It's nice, but it's just Passion, because it's Italian.
I've got the Japanese Chainsaw Massacre 2 poster.
Cool. Dennis Hopper.
Aye, but there's loads of good ones on that for that eBay store that I get them for, like June, like Lynch's June, but it's like French or something.
Aye.
There's loads of good ones. Would you want to jump in and have a wee look at these trailers then?
I am pretty fresh to it. I've only watched one trailer that you might be bringing up myself. So,
Yeah,
let's have a look.
right, let's see. Hopefully this works. What we got here? There we go. It's hard doing this with the two screens. I need to get 2 monitors for this. Tell me if you can hear it all right.
What's the first thing you liked about me?
I thought that you were quite brilliantly broken.
You feel like my person.
You feel like
Audio's a bit garbled,
That's why you need headphones.
I saw things.
Well, I thought we were doing a live stream on YouTube directly, no?
Yes.
Please don't do that.
You seen this one before?
No.
What do you think?
It's coming through all garbled. Let me see. Maybe I need to close something down my computer.
What, it's all jumpy?
Aye.
I see. Are you away for the router or whatever?
Not far away. I'm just upstairs.
Maybe you can't do live streams, John.
Maybe you can't do live stream. Right, you've already done one.
You're fine, and it's playing all right on my side.
All right, play it again. I suppose I could share the video, right? Can I?
Aye, we could try it again. I'll just tell you the
What's
trailer.
the first thing you liked
Mm.
about me?
What's it
There's
sound
one
like?
of these Scars
Felt that
guards
you
in
were
here.
quite
Huh?
brilliantly broken.
Offspring of Scars guard.
You feel
But it's
quite
like
personal.
the director. Can you hear that better?
A bit better.
Well, do you want to try it for your end then?
Yeah, that's right.
Right,
You
just
feel like
you look
might
them up.
Right, there we go. Need to refill this beanbag. It's getting thingy. Share
Right,
screen.
the Crow trailer.
Alright, 1 second.
Do you know what that poster is behind me then?
No, I don't know that one.
Look at it.
Well, let me have a 1 sec. Let me look at it quickly.
A big monkey with a
Well, I guess it was a Planet of the Apes then.
that
Hello.
was. Was it
Was
the
it?
last?
Oh, right.
What was the last one? Conquest. Battle.
Did I? Well, I opened up YouTube and we're on it.
Did it come up?
Right, so I'll share the present, share screen, YouTube, share. Right, am I
I think-
sharing?
No. Oh, I need to.
You need to allow me, maybe.
Like,
Yeah, there we are.
we could EFAP ourselves.
So we've got some crypto. This guy here, Miles Jucha, he's very good. I'd
Get the
recommend.
trailer up first, and then I'll add it to
I'm
this.
just putting a wee recommendation and just off the bat, just natural, like, you know, not forced and all that. Right, what's the movie called?
The Crow trailer. It
The
should
Crow.
be. Aye. 2024 trailer.
2024. Is that you tell me that that's the year this year? I don't believe you. Right, okay. Which one do you want?
Just the Lionsgate one, I think, is fine. We're probably going to get struck for all these trailers. One of them's going to be like, you can't use this. Just that first trailer, the first one. What is it with them trying to show us that? Right,
What's the first thing you liked about me?
make it big.
I felt that you were quite brilliantly broken.
You
Hello?
feel quite personal.
Hello, I'm watching it.
You felt
I thought there was
like
an
one of
echo there.
us.
What's the
Right, so the direct. So pause it a minute.
I saw
We'll just
things.
talk. We'll have to pause it and talk through it. There's- So, can you hear it all right? I can hear
Yeah,
it. Okay.
that's better for me. Yeah.
So the director's the same guy that did Ghost in the Shell, the live action one,
Right.
which was terrible. It's so boring. And then,
What would
So
a
he's-
ghost in a shell for, really?
and he's the one. He's the one that shagged Kirsten Stewart when she was going out with Robert Patterson when he
Wow.
was married as well.
Shocking.
But it's just right. So he thinks that the old Crow was old fashioned. Nobody's into golf stuff anymore. So he's updated it to make it like everybody's into Little Peep and Post Malone.
Mhm.
But he's like about 8 years out of fashion.
Mhm.
Little
Yeah.
Peep died. Little Peep died 8 years ago. So he said 19-year-olds will what's the word? 19-year-olds will
Eat this up. I don't know.
no, they'll
They'll love
fucking
it. They'll
reflects their life.
relate. They'll relate to it.
Relate to it. They'll
Yeah.
relate to this because it's like Little Peep and Post Malone. Little Peep died 8 years ago. 19-year-olds would have been 12 years old when he died.
I don't
when
even
he
know
was-
who Little People is.
Okay, he's like one of these SoundCloud artists that got famous when that kind of stuff was getting big, where people could get famous off SoundCloud and stuff like that and Bandcamp.
Yeah.
And then Post Malone's, he's still out, but he's not like
Nah, it's not fresh.
people that like Post Malone are in their mid-20s to late 20s now.
Mm.
It's just stupid. Go and play. So he's got this aesthetic.
I shouldn't have seen any of it.
See, so instead of like the thing about the old Crow film was it was a city that was full of evil, but two good people lived in it, Shelley and Eric. Do you remember the Crow film? The first one?
I never seen it.
Oh, for fuck's sake, John. What are you talking about? You've
No,
never seen it.
My
So
friend
next
put it on for me because we're having a movie night, and it was his favourite movie, but I fell asleep.
Aye, but that's what you normally do, John.
Yeah, I know.
But that's mad. So I could have done that as a double bill. I bet
Yeah.
it was like. I bet it's like Ghost World. I'll put it
Just
forward
looks
for
like,
a double bill, and you'll say, "Oh no, I've seen the Crow."
Looks like Batman.
No,
What's the difference between the Crow and Batman? Like
Eh,
Crowman, Batman seems the same thing to me.
Batman's still alive. He is a rich person whose parents were murdered, and he trained his body for years and
So you
years.
tell me the Crow's like a vampire type person, is he? I don't know.
Well, they die, and the Crow brings your spirit back to life.
Yeah, your audio just went all weird.
Well, it's just on your end, John. Don't worry.
So what's the deal with the Crow? What is he?
It's the Crow brings your body back. It brings you back to life if you've been killed unfairly. If there's an injustice,
And is it an actual crow, or is it a man that calls himself the Crow?
the Crow is a fucking crow, John. He's a
Is that-
man. Skarsgård's a man.
Just a bird and it pecks you or something.
Think about Native Americans, right? And they believe in like things. Your spirit comes out your body, and they like crows and all that. Imagine a crow has got the power to. It's mystical, and it crows are kind of mystical animals, and they bring somebody back to. It's not complicated. They bring somebody back to life. The crow isn't a surgeon. The crow isn't a person. The crow is just a spiritual thing
Crow.
that brings people back to life, and the Crow is the guy. Is what you call the main guy as well. He's not a crow. He's a person. He's a zombie almost.
So is there a crow and a guy that calls himself a crow? And
Depends.
after the crow pecks somebody, he's like, "Oh, I did that."
No, but you can see through the crow's eyes. So you can see like the crow can fly about and spot an enemy, and he'll be able to see it. Yeah, right. Well, if you've not seen it, there's not much point talking about it. The original Crow is really good, and well, I can't tell you that in the original Crow, you know that Eric and Shelley were this beacon of hope in a very evil city that you made you want to. That gave people hope in a horrible. Imagine Gotham City and the only two good people are
Seems just like Batman, isn't it? I've seen Batman, so aye. It's the
They're
same
normal people. They're normal people, John. They're just normal people. Eric's in a band and Shelley's just some lassie that he's gone out with, and they're going to get married. They're not superheroes in the beginning. Then they get murdered, and then the Crow. It's such an injustice that the Crow brings him back, and he fights the evil. But in this one, they just seem like a couple of junkies that are annoying hipster junkies that you wouldn't want to hang about with. The whole point I'm trying to get to is that they were in this evil city. These were the two best people, and what happened to them was so horrible that he had to come back for revenge. And he brought, he brings hope to like a little homeless lassie and stuff.
If you get picked by the Crow, does it give you superpowers?
No, just press play.
Maybe he like cleans up his act and starts like
No, and it doesn't sit on branches and shit on people either.
Oh, all right, I have to click on it somewhere else probably.
Just click on the play button.
Is that what? Zero.
Maybe you should get a ether cable.
So bad happens, and the soul cannot rest.
Well, yeah, it just explains it.
Until you put the wrong things right.
We shouldn't have paused that. It was working great there, John, and now it's a bit funny.
You're the one told me to pause it.
No, I know, but We need to talk about it.
Aye, exactly.
What's
So
happening
he's saying like you got to put the wrong things right, soul cannot rest. So
there? Aye, but if
once
you've not seen the first one, you can't judge it on like what are you doing?
I'm saying once
can't-
you,
But you're running out of time to save her.
you put things right, like in the quantum leap, does that mean that you
No.
die?
No, I mean there's some good bloody scenes there, but
So this is kind of like Batman / Quantum Leap.
No.
That's it. No.
no. But the aesthetics just rubbish. It's just like these hipster vegans,
He came for
that,
us.
and it's just not the same. You have to see the first film to really.
Maybe you're just too old to,
No, because the director thinks that this is hip still. The director thinks that the kind of tattooed face and stuff, and that funny mullet. It's kind of mixed between a mullet and a short back and sides.
he thinks that's still trendy.
Remember that was trend. Remember footballers used to have those mullets maybe about 6 years ago at the least.
You know that love promises only pain.
It's just like why do I want to follow these two people that are like they get vegan sausage rolls out of Greg?
Well, to be honest, they are superior to the standard sausage roll.
What?
I prefer the vegan one.
How many people have you
So rubbish, John.
I do.
See, it's got that kind of that rap music kind of sound.
That's like
auto-tune rap music.
Kanye West from
Right. Next one is click on. Is it here? Fury. I thought it came up there. Fury Rosa. What do we call it? Fury Rosa.
They've not made another one of those, have they?
Aye. Click.
You're
I've not
kidding
seen this one.
Oh,
But
the first one was bad enough.
so we'll talk a wee bit about that one though. Maybe
Unbelievable.
you need to see the original so you can compare it. And people, it's just modern crappy films again. This
It's
guy
like-
should be back for making films. Pause it. I'm not watching it now. Yeah. Jesus Christ.
I'm gonna pause it.
Hmm?
Okay.
So, any thoughts on that one? Did you get to see enough of it?
The thoughts are just make a new movie if you can call it Furiosa. Don't bring
No,
Mad
the fucking
Max into
Crow.
it.
We've not watched Furiosa yet.
The Crow. I talked loads about
Aye,
the Crow
do you want-
already. It's
Do you
Batman
want to
/
have a
Quantum Leap,
future? Do we
they're
want to?
trendy or not?
Aye, but do you want to? Do you think the trailer looked good? No, the theory
I
behind it.
don't want to watch it. I've seen Batman. I've seen Quantum Leap. I've seen Hipsters.
Alright.
Why would I want to watch that movie?
So, and then your next thing is Furiosa. Why do I want to watch that?
Why would I want to watch that? Mad Max is a brilliant movie. I don't even like the sequels to Mad Max. I like the first one. Fury Road was terrible, and Mad Max isn't in it really. It's Fat Max is in it.
Yeah.
Why a Mad Max saga is terrible.
All right.
I bet there's not even is there going to be like a proper like origin story of Furiosa? Why is she furious?
This is the origin story.
Did she have her family murdered and all that?
Remember she was hanging out with those. She lived with those weird lesbians. I bet you can't remember it. Remember she hung about with those lesbians. She grew up with those old women.
Is that a bad thing?
It was like the feminists in the Fury Road. Remember they go and they meet the women and they're all old women, and it's like that's where she came from. Was this group of old feminists? Bring the trailer back to the beginning.
So she's rebelling against the old feminists.
No, it's probably
because that would make more sense if it was like
put it on full screen. Put it on full screen. Let's watch it. I've not seen this.
I won't be able to see you. Bye.
We can.
I can still see you. It's okay.
That's just. You seem like half in a good mood, half in a bad mood, did you?
Saturday morning, I'm in a peculiar mood. Right.
Right, but you hate weekends because you're.
Whatever you have to do.
Right, so it's that Aaron Taylor Joy or whatever her name is that's in it.
Don't know who that.
Promise me you'll find your way
Fucking hell,
home.
John, you do?
I don't.
Furiosa. Give me this promise.
You do her for the witch? Or
I've
witch?
seen Witch.
You've not seen Witch?
I'm busy. I've not got time to watch all this nonsense.
That was years ago, before you had kids.
Aye, but then I was watching like classic movies.
No.
Mm.
You were watching your depressing movies about marriages that are shit and relationships that are abusive.
Classic European cinema.
It's horrible. Next double bill. I don't want any abusive families films. You can pick any French comedy or something.
I know
An
buying this.
Italian.
They look like it's just the guy off the
It's only
screen.
45 years after the
Dirt
pop
on him.
was said.
I'm not buying the makeup.
I know, but it's only 45 years, John. Anna Taylor-Joy, see? Huh?
Chris Hemsworth.
Thor's in it. A lot of just things.
A lot of just aimless running in one direction, run back in another direction.
Stop.
Like, that's a plot. They go one way and then they come back again.
Yeah, well, that was that whole film, wasn't it? They said the Fury Road was like, oh, it's a big long car chase. And it's like, it's not really. They go one way, they stop, and then go back the same way. That's the film. I would like it if it was a non-stop car chase, but it wasn't. It looked good though. I liked it in the cinema, and it looked good. And this looks a bit cartoony, doesn't it? Like,
yeah, it looks like Wacky Races. Yeah.
it looks more cartoony than Mad Max. She looks no bad in it. She's
Why
a
would I
weird,
remember her? What's she?
she's a weird one. Oh, she's fucking in everything.
Well, I don't know who she is.
Look her up now, then.
No, I don't want to. Right, next movie.
She's in the Queen's Gambit, I think. She's in Sneaky
What,
Blinders.
was she the fictional female chess player?
Aye, she's in.
That's a ridiculous.
She's in
It's like
Split.
a
She's in
TV
Split,
show, right?
John. I'm telling you all the stuff she's in. Split. She's in.
Let me talk. Right? I've seen the Queen's Gambit, so I've seen her in something. But
Right.
wasn't that a ridiculous show where it was like a documentary style? But that girl never even existed.
It was a film.
No, it was a Netflix series about this girl who's really good at chess and she beat all the guys. Which is fair enough if it was based on a true story, but it was just all made up.
So
it's like, oh wow, a girl beat all these guys in somebody's imagination. That's really interesting.
So what's the point in that then? Just a fictional
There's
story?
No point in it. And it had all the your Netflix color tone over everything. It's horrible. I was watching it originally because I thought it was based on a true story, and then
I thought it was.
It wasn't.
I thought it was. I haven't watched it.
No, I think just made it all up. Maybe there's some thread of truth in it, but
have you seen Split?
No.
With the Unbreakable guys. Scottish guy.
Bruce Willis.
Well, he's not that.
Samuel L. Jackson.
M. Night Shyamalan.
M. Night Shyamalan Ding Dong.
It's the sequel to Unbreakable.
I thought that was called Mr. Glass.
No, Glass is the third in the trilogy. Right, so you've mostly Split then. James McAvoy's in it. She's in that one Last Night in Soho with Edgar Wright, the British guy, English guy.
Not seen it.
But do you know what it is? Do you never see posters or trailers anywhere, John? Do you ever go outside and see a poster on a bus and go, "Oh, look at that! That's everywhere."
No.
That's absolutely everywhere. Or trailers when you're try to watch a YouTube thing, and then it comes up with an ad.
I pay for a YouTube Premium.
Do you?
Oh, I.
No, you don't.
I do. Picture in picture.
No
when
way.
you got your mobile phone on, you can have the video in the corner, and you can be on X or some other.
I can't believe you.
That's what I do. That's how I do it.
No way, do you?
Mm-hmm. So no adverts.
Do you pay extra money for that?
Pay a tenner, yeah. £10 a month. and it's worth it. And you get YouTube Music, which is pretty good. So then you don't have to bother with like Spotify and anything.
Right, next one, John. Let's go for
YouTube might pop us up the rankings after my plug here.
Right, John. Let's go for. We'll have a drum roll.
All right, wait a minute. I've got one
What the
here.
hell was that?
Huh? What do you think?
You probably deafened a lot of your viewers.
Sorry.
Right,
Next one.
Alien Romulus, is it?
Yeah, this is one that I have seen.
All right, I've not seen this one. Do you know what Alien's been in before, John? Have you seen that? Do you know what an alien is? Do you know Sigourney Weaver? Have you got any clue about anything that's going on? Even though you know all this stuff,
You know
don't,
that I.
don't press play yet. Pause it and put it back.
Right.
It's just.
I got to press space
Oh,
bar.
come on.
Right, one sec. So this guy's Fede Alvarez. See, I thought it was Freddy Alvarez, but it's Fede.
So wait a minute. What did you think of Furiosa then? Did we talk enough about it?
Oh, it just looks like stuff for the kids. Yeah.
Oh, it's a bit too cartoony, doesn't it? A little bit too jokey. He's went.
Yeah.
Chris Evans looked like a cartoon. Chris Hemsworth. Right.
Yeah.
Make it big.
Okay, I'll make it full screen.
I've not seen this one, mind.
Wait.
Looks like the original. Got a similar.
Original set, yeah.
Similar
Set design.
See, I wish it was the Evil Dead Rise guy, because that's Ridley Scott had to get in there. I'll produce it. If you're not letting me make a new one, I'll produce it. I know a wee bit. I've heard plot leaks for this. They should, if they want to make a good alien thing, just go back to practical effects. Stop it with CGI face huggers and all that. I know it's easier, but it's just you're getting attacked by cartoons. It's crap. Well, why do they always need to have a woman as the main person now? It's like, oh well, I like Sigourney Weaver as Ripley, but the whole point of that was when you first saw it, you didn't have a clue who was. You thought Dallas was the lead.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like most people thought Dallas is the captain, he's the lead, and then suddenly it's the annoying person that sticks to the rules.
Smart person. Anyway, she earned that. You know.
I know.
That's my take on it in the original.
But
Ripley
imagine first going in.
And through survival as well, that she becomes the leader de facto. But it's not just.
But she's a Jobsworth that most of the crew don't like. She doesn't get on with the wee short-haired woman. She doesn't get on with the two engineer guys. She's having sex with that. She's having a relationship with Dallas, and who else? I mean, that's it. You don't know if she gets on with her or not. But the whole point was she was a Jobsworth, and then you're like, oh, she's going to get killed because she's annoying everybody. Turns out no, she's the hero, and it's good to be the Jobsworth sometimes. Like, I hope she's not the lead. I hope she's not the lead. Like, make it that somebody else, some guy, some wee dweeby guy or something like that. You don't have to keep repeating it. So I've heard some leaks for this. It sounds pretty good.
Like if it was like a nerdy kind of weedy character, but he was smart.
Like the train spotting guy for
Spud or something. Yeah, but
versus Predator, but he becomes the leader,
and it's because they're thinking clearly.
Just because you don't know who's going to
an idiot,
who's going to turn out to be.
But yeah, now it's like
Sigourney
Weaver has to be a woman. It's the hero. Yeah,
it was like with the pandemic. I was watching V. You know V. The TV series.
Yeah,
and like. People usually watch that and say, "Oh yeah, who would you fight against aliens, the lizard aliens, and all that?" And then it's like, well, we know now. We know who would be the ones that would just go along with it, and the ones that would be the rebels and the against the lizards, because we had it back in 2020, didn't we?
Suppose we did.
I would be one of the resistance. So this, do you want to hear any leaks?
Okay.
I think it's a bunch of kids are stuck on a deserted island, or whatever you call it. Not island, a planet, and they steal a ship for their cryo units to go to a space station, but at some point the aliens lay eggs and shit, and the whole space station's taken over. So I think it's about a bunch of kids that steal a spaceship and bring the alien onto it. Oh no, they go to a space station that's been it's either abandoned or it's kind of like, it sounds like a bit like Resurrections, where they're on a space station and they're experimenting on aliens.
Aye.
Yeah, they go there. So I think they go there to steal a ship, maybe, and then so they can go to a better place because their planet's terrible. And they go there, and they've got aliens on it, and just usual aliens start. And there's Ash. Ash is back.
Ash is back.
Ash model.
So it's because it's set back. Was it in between Alien and Aliens timeline wise?
Is it?
That's what I heard, yeah.
Right.
So it'll be an older model. It's not like as advanced as a David. We're back to Ash.
David was before. David was well before Ash. David was the
Oh,
first.
really? Oh, there. Shows what I know.
David
David seemed a lot more advanced than Ash was.
I know. That's the way they got around that was that they said that Wayland made them too advanced. They brought them back more robot-like. You know, like,
Really? Oh, right.
that's why David's mental, because they made him too human-like.
Right. Okay.
Right. Next one, Beetlejuice. Beetlejuice.
No, I just I totally forgot about that. So you're saying Prometheus is a prequel, was it?
Yeah, that's the first prequel, so that's before.
Yeah.
That's before.
It just all got really just mixed up. That's why they've had to do a reboot. Yeah.
It's meant to be Prometheus, and then what do you call it? The next one,
Covenant. Is that the next one?
And then that was David invented the alien, the xenomorph, and that supposedly.
It's kind of ruined it, isn't it? Really?
But I think this is set after that and before Alien. Still before Alien.
All right. Okay. Well, that would work as well. That's fine.
Maybe, I don't know. Maybe it's after that. Who cares? It's,
all right. Next one.
Beetlejuice. Have you seen this one? No.
No.
Daylight come and we wonder go home. Kevin. What's that? Oh, it's a bit loud, John. Why does she look like she's sucking on a lemon there? Remember, a lot of these trailers are just like, what do you call it, teaser trailers?
The juice is loose.
God.
How is
Kind of like paedophile vibes, didn't it?
Oh, I think he was. He was trying to marry a child.
Aye, was why. So it was Beetlejuice a pedo. There you go. Discuss.
I don't know, John. I don't know if do you know any abbreviate those things on YouTube.
Or do they?
I don't know.
They won't understand our accent anyway.
Well, I was trying to marry a kid.
Mm.
Well, I mean, there wasn't much to go on there. They all look old, and Beetlejuice is old, even though he died. And is he aging in the afterlife?
Maybe the crow picked him.
He could be the same universe as the Crow, John, because it's a similar
Yeah,
vibe.
Could have
Similar.
a-
John C. The original Beetlejuice. I used to love it, but it's one of those ones that I was terrified every time I watched it. But I watched it quite a lot
Hmm.
when I was a
Maybe,
kid.
maybe you're right to be terrified.
I think that was one of the ones where one of the first ones where you kind of start facing the afterlife kind of thing. You know, I think that was the first time I'd really thought about dying and what happens when you die. Because
Mm.
I mean, that was in the 80s when it came out, wasn't it? Well, obviously, it was the 80s.
Yeah.
Let me see. I'll have a wee look.
I think I found it a bit kind of creepy, so I only really watched it once. Maybe.
It was the whole idea of 1988, so I was 7 when it came out, so I was probably about 8 or 9 when it came out on video.
Mm.
It was the whole idea of when they died and they didn't know they died and they woke up back in their house and like the way time changed and stuff. They couldn't tell how long they'd been there for. And I used to sit there and go, wow, I can't believe that. Like, what happens if I died and I was stuck in the house and I had to go? I always hated it when you had to go and do something, like you had to draw the thing on the door and go through and talk to the woman. I'd be like, I would never have found that book. I would never have read it. I would have just been sitting there the whole time going, oh, no. So Beetlejuice wouldn't have happened because I wouldn't have known it was a thing. But maybe that's what some ghosts do, I guess, don't they? They just sit there and cry. It terrified me, that thought of that afterlife like that. Right.
It's quite freaky.
Let's look at the Acolyte trailer for Star Wars.
Star Wars.
Acolyte.
Okay. Everyone hates the Acolyte, it says here.
Aye, that's true. Let's see if we hate it, John.
Okay, let's have a look. I don't know
Close your eyes.
anything about this, surprisingly.
No, I stopped watching Star Wars. It's shit.
Right, I'm going to pause this for a second. Right, load up.
Put it back
It's
to
like
the
a
beginning.
kind of monkey type character. Yeah.
Put it back to
I'm going to...
what are you saying? Because he was Asian, John?
It's a monkey.
See, when we start getting more subscribers, we're going to have to pay you to get a new laptop.
Okay.
Those are the
Okay.
highlights. Maybe save that £10 each month on YouTube.
Think about it.
Right, go, just play it.
Right, okay.
Close your eyes.
Sorry.
He looks stoned.
Your eyes.
I see
They all look-
fire.
They all look like actors. Like, make them a bit scruffier, a bit rougher on the edge.
Someone is killing Jedi. It doesn't make sense.
Another hipster.
What happened? I sensed darkness.
More hipsters fighting hipsters.
This isn't
Matrix.
about good or bad. This is about power and who is allowed to use it.
What is that?
Just looks like normal Star Wars, Disney Star Wars shit. Doesn't it?
Is it a prequel?
You got a cold? You got a cold?
No. Kind of looks like a TV show more than a movie, doesn't it?
TV show? It's a TV show.
Oh, is it a TV show?
They don't do
I thought you
movies.
said it was a movie. I thought we were watching movie trailers here.
No. Kind of
alright.
fucked it with the movies, John. They don't do movies anymore. They're too scared to do a movie because they're like, nobody's going to come and see this, and it'll be the final, it'll be the proof. Because they can't really prove it just now that well because it's on streaming stuff, so they can't prove that nobody watches it.
Aye,
Kind of like they try and say that, you know, if you watch it for 1 minute or something, that's you watching it.
Mm.
It looks just normal crappy. I mean, I don't know why so many people are angry about it. It just looks. I mean, I think people know the plot. That's probably why they're annoyed about it. But and the fact that it was, what do you call him, Harvey Weinstein's assistant that's wrote it and directed it.
Alright.
You
Is
know,
that
his
bad?
personal assistant. Well, she said she didn't know. Said she didn't know anything was going wrong. She got given that job at Disney to do a Star Wars show, and she's his personal assistant. She definitely knew what was going on. So why is she getting like this? She doesn't even like Star Wars. She's got no interest in Star Wars or anything like that.
Okay. Yeah.
Right,
I'm not interested either. Let's move on.
The Penguin trailer is another TV show, John. Just in case you get mixed up here.
It's about biscuits.
Our American viewers won't get that, John.
Was that Joaquin Phoenix?
Who?
Joaquin Phoenix. Jack Nicholson.
Why are you shouting names?
Let's try to guess who it is.
Oh,
I was a
God.
kid.
We need to get you an Ethernet cable, John.
One day.
Gangster. Real old school type. Rex Calabrese. He was a big deal.
Let me guess, you've not seen the Batman,
He
have you?
helped people. You saw you on the street.
Seen half an hour of it.
Go out
When you
there.
fell asleep?
When I'm 14 or something,
Huh?
he has a heart attack and dies. Still
He was the
holding a
best
cigar.
thing about it.
In my neighborhood.
Alright, so this guy was in the previous
Oh.
movie.
You're shouting now, John.
In his honor.
Shoot my ears.
Sorry.
Freaking parade.
He was the best thing
I
in
wasn't
it.
fancy.
This is another TV show.
Put it back. I told you that before we press play.
But it was a gesture.
Put it back, John. Let it load
Wait a
a wee
minute.
bit. Use it. Obviously, everybody in your house is on the internet.
Probably, aye.
Hey, put it back to begin.
Oh, no, do I have to?
I can't even see it. It was.
It's just a TV show.
Yeah, but it's the best one. I think it's the best thing out of all the trailers. It's the only thing I think. Apart from Aliens, it's the only thing I'm interested in.
It does, yeah. It looks good actually. This is the first one that I've wanted to actually really maybe have a look at.
When I was a kid,
Apart from Alien.
Aye, Alien and this are the two that I would
he was a
watch.
gangster.
Mm,
I mean, I watched
Real old
Beetlejuice,
school
but it's probably going to be
Rex
shite.
Calabrese.
yeah, it's kind of creepy.
He was a big deal. He helped people. You saw you on the street, go out there. When I'm 14 or something, he has a heart attack and dies. Still holding a cigar. In my neighborhood, they throw a parade in his honor.
Yeah.
Freaking parade.
Great acting.
I mean, it wasn't fancy.
Friggin' parade.
But it was a
What's
gesture.
that supposed to mean? What's wrong with a parade?
Oh, I can't. Your things too jumpy.
I thought you liked them.
Show love. What he meant.
Looks alright.
Can you imagine to be remembered like that?
I don't know. This looks like Godfather Part 2, right?
Well,
What
do you
if
like
the Godfather Part 2 was a TV show, but instead of it being the Godfather, he was the Penguin?
Do you like him?
It's alright, yeah. I like the Godfather Part 2.
I bet you like Colin Farrell as the Penguin.
Oh, was that Colin Farrell? I didn't even know. See, I was guessing, and I had no idea.
You don't need. Where
That's
have you
quite
been,
cool.
John? What do you do all day looking at
I
Trip
work.
bros.
I work.
I
And
bet.
I do
Do you
some
not
trip
go? Do you not
after
go?
work.
Do you not go online at work and you have to watch adverts?
No,
You
I work
see,
at work.
osmosis. You absorb all this stuff, John. If I hadn't have seen the Batman, I still would know that Colin Farrell was
I'm just gonna mute it.
Penguin.
Right. I'm just looking at Colin Farrell's face. No, well, like you say, I didn't watch the whole of the Batman, so I would have missed this bit.
I don't know. I think if I shut down my whole internet and just didn't look at anything, I'd still know that Colin Farrell was the Penguin, and what do you call him?
Wow, it looks totally different.
Like the guy that played the Batman, whatever his name is.
Aye,
You would still
Thing
know. Right. Let's look up. I want to get your thoughts on this trailer, John. Yaira trailer. YAIRA.
Why? Was it? Why?
YAIRA.
IRA, like the Irish Republican Army.
Aye. One more.
Oh my God, what is this? What is this you're making us watch? Cartoons.
No, the top one.
This top one.
Well, I hope so, aye. Right, you just watch it and tell me what you think of it.
Gonna pause it for 1 second. Volume on.
I turn the volume on, John.
I'm trying to.
Why? Is it not just a button?
I don't know. It's not really liking me to press the button for some reason.
It's weird. Don't press play until it's...
I just keep getting this little spinny circle. It's making me mad.
Just do the... What do you call it? The reset?
Refresh.
Right. The hell's going on here?
Right. Oh, fuck. Okay, got some volume. Right.
Right, just you watch it and tell me what you think. If you understand it. Oh, God.
Right, okay.
This is gonna be tough. I've trained my body to do things that people like me shouldn't be able to do. But unfortunately for me, flying ain't one of them.
Don't follow me.
Just want to get your opinion if you know what's happening.
Archaeologist who we feel is going to be an undeniable asset here at Projexus. Won't you please join me?
I'm thinking Pigeon Man so far.
Right. Have you got turn that up a wee tiny bit?
In welcoming her to our
No, that's fine. That's probably
Although
fine.
Pigeon's can fly though. So probably not Pigeon Man.
Adapt or die.
Secure the area until Off-Hook can arrive.
It is the truest law of the earth. Very few things have the ability to survive the test of time. Though we may not be around to see them to their fullest fruition, what we struggle to create now will be the triumphant echoes from the past.
Outdoor be here in 5 minutes. Hold the
I
line.
think they've redubbed
5
that.
minutes? Thanks for the heads up.
Crocodile Man.
I was here.
Crocodile Man?
I lived.
Test
I
of
am
time.
still here. Among you.
He's a crocodile. Oh,
Do you know any? Can you surmise what's going on?
Sweet dreams, children.
women are
At this
better than
savage
men and
storm
stuff.
is the affliction of creation.
Men are bad.
I would
Women
like to
are
thank
good.
Mr. Eusebio for allowing me the opportunity to discover and create alongside my esteemed colleagues at Projexus. Thank you.
I think they've redubbed her voice.
Is this the Shyamalan Ding Dong one?
No.
Archaeologist?
Hmm?
It's a bit archaic, isn't it?
She's well studied, Jerry. But if you want to question her credentials, be my guest.
That's not what I was saying. It's just an unusual area of expertise to pair with biology.
Well, Dr. Rodell, from my understanding, is an unusual woman. Don't be threatened, Jerry. She's on our side. Congratulations.
Congratulations.
Photo?
You took that like a chomp. Were you trying to knock me out? No. It was meant to be a death blow.
Starsky Sisters.
Did you have any idea what was happening?
I don't know. Russophobia.
Do you know what accent that is, John? I'm interested.
I think she's trying to do a Russian or
No.
Ukrainian maybe accent.
No.
Belarusian.
I think she's from Iceland, and so I thought it'd be interesting to get your point of view. Is that an Icelandic?
No, it's not an Icelandic accent. I'll tell you that.
Is it no? No.
Nope. No, that's like
meant to be a leaf blow.
No. So it's got something to do with Iceland, is it?
What?
Something to do with Iceland.
I think she's got ice powers, so she's for Iceland. Do you want to watch it again?
Okay.
It's up to you. There's a bit.
No, I mean, it looks kind of interesting. But
No, I just want to get your point of view. There's a whole thing on the internet, people going back and forth on it.
so is it connected to something else?
It's a comic book. It's a trailer for live action trailer for a comic book.
Aye, but is it not connected to any other kind of comic book story? Or whatever?
No, it's independent.
That's unusual.
Do you get any
This
idea
is gonna be tough.
a plot though, or anything? I'm trying to
Train my body to do things that people like me shouldn't be able to do. But unfortunately for me,
this guy is able to do things, so maybe he's been infected with something that this woman is developing, but she's like an alien, and aliens brought their technology to Earth, and they're going to try and colonize.
You're making it sound good, John.
Yeah.
You ever think about writing a comic?
No. Might be fun though. Yeah. I'll probably beat you.
Do you want to? Well, I've wrote mine. I just need to draw the fucking thing.
Aye.
I just every time I go to draw it, I'm reminded that I can't. No, I'm drawing it. I'm just not good enough to do it yet. I'm looking at it right now over there, and
you just think you're not good enough. Just do it. You know?
No,
it doesn't matter if it's crap. Just do like one full draft. You know,
I know.
Instead of like getting stuck on one page, just do a full thing.
I've already done a full draft, and I'm trying to do it on bigger paper now.
Coloured it in.
No way. I'm not wasting my good.
See, that's what I'm talking about. Colour. Get some watercolours.
One the good paper's like £20 a pad for 20 pages.
Aye, so it can soak up some watercolour.
I need 80. I need 80 pages. I know what to do. I've been trying to do my exercise again the last few days. Got absolute agony on my neck.
Right.
Tried to start my exercise again, John.
Right.
People say it's normal. I asked my wee brother about it and said, "Do you use?" You know, my wee brother was doing bodybuilding for a while,
Mm.
fitness something, and I was like, "Do you get pain like in your unbearable pains in your neck and your back and all that kind of stuff?" And he's like, "That's normal." And I don't know if people are just are they get. I wouldn't work out if I had this pain all the time.
Mm.
It's not worth it to go through your life in agony every day.
Yeah,
Like,
I
I don't know
think
if
is it
am
more
I
like
just in agony and they have a little bit of pain, they're like, "Oh, aye, that's the same thing. That you get pain in your neck, you just need to deal with it." Or are people mental and they just go through agony every day? Because I can't do anything for the rest of the. I'm like yesterday I was ill. It goes right up my neck and gives me headaches.
Mm.
Yesterday I was ill. I was ill for about 3 days there, just with pains. Just need to deal with it.
Sorry. You wouldn't make Batman, would you? Me neither, like.
Well, I don't know. This if my mum and dad were killed by somebody, I might like the pain, you know. And maybe
But just
Batman
just been
punishes himself.
knackered for days, though, wouldn't you? See your body be in pieces.
But I know I'm in pain because I don't do anything and I've not used my body my whole life. So
Mm. Right, okay, I'm going to put this back on.
you watch it?
I'll watch it again.
Can we get you an Ethernet cable or whatever it's called?
Yeah, like I say, I think it's a new computer I need.
Both.
I probably do have 20 tabs open on this browser. It might have something to do with it.
You've been doing. Why are they not closed, John?
If I close them, then I'll lose them, right? Or
No, you don't.
is there a way that can I close them and they'll come back
Bookmark
up?
them.
Yeah.
So we've been struggling through this, and you've got 20 tabs on.
Maybe. I need them open. Them open. Next time I'll close them. But
what are they?
I need them open.
Put them on your bookmark. Bookmark them. There's a star up in the corner there, and then you can open them straight back up.
Can you though? But that sounds like a lot of hassle.
Well, you need to tell me what they are for. So if they're like some weird thing that you've logged into and all that kind of stuff, you might need to log in again. But apart from that, you just
you always need to log in again anyway.
What are they?
Just crypto things.
Right, we'll just star them, take them off. Let's see if we can actually watch them.
Right, okay. Let me just quickly start.
This whole thing's has been ruined because you're wondering why my volume's gone funny and
maybe. Right,
and you're like this every week. This is when we do videos. This is why we've had problems.
No. Well, maybe. Let me just start a few things.
I mean, it's in your history anyway as well. You just go to your history and click on them again.
But like you say, it's if you don't star them, and it's getting the right link, especially with crypto stuff. You want to make sure you're using the right website because you get a lot of fake websites, and then if you log into them,
your history, and it'll be in the last or open last tabs and stuff like that. I mean, even I know that, and I'm crap with computers. That's 6. That's been 6, John. That's
6. What?
I'm looking at you clicking on one, looking at that's 6. That's 7. Starring
I told you 20, right? I'm not actually gonna bookmark every one because a lot of these I don't need. I did try and close a bunch of them earlier.
You know we're on live, don't you? This is embarrassing. That we've struggled through this.
I'm a tab hoarder. So this is real life.
It's usually just women that do that.
This is documentary footage. I'm going to close this. Yeah, it's a big step for me. There we go.
It's weird.
I'm almost there. Lots of interesting things happening. Right. Okay. I'm going to close it. Okay. It's gone. I've now got 3 tabs open.
Right.
Yeah.
get a refresh so it get hits with a new energy.
I feel
Oh,
liberated.
HD.
Right, okay, let's watch this again.
Oh my god, absolutely. It's HD, John.
Is that better?
Fucking hell.
No, it didn't make a bit of a difference. Made no difference.
Because it's HD now. Or 4K or whatever.
Oh, I'm
You
getting
put
loads
it
of
back. Put it back.
notifications. Somewhere.
What is that?
Go
Your
back.
crypto saying you've closed a tab. You're addicted.
Right. Okay, go.
Well, you're watching it, John, again. Well, it hasn't made a difference. We shouldn't have went back. It looks a lot.
It's quite a kind of dated title card, isn't it?
I'll just go with what you're. I've seen this loads. I know the drama behind it all.
Right, so it's this city.
This
Pigeons.
is gonna be tough.
I'm thinking Batman.
I've trained my body to
It's
do things
too bright. It's not Batman.
people like me shouldn't
It's
be
a guy
able
that can't
to
be
do.
hurt. I'm thinking
But
Unbreakable.
unfortunately for me, flying ain't.
And then also like some sort of parody superhero thing. Well, he's not really a superhero.
Biologist and archaeologist who we feel is going to be an undeniable asset here at Projexus. Won't you please join me in welcoming her to our team? Dr. Sally Rodell.
You listen to She Icelandic?
Adapt or die.
Yeah,
Secure the area till off hook and
more like
ride.
German.
John Boy lived in Iceland for a couple of years.
It's the truest law of the earth. Barely few things have the ability to survive the test of time.
So really
Though we may
mixed
not
up,
be around to see
made
each
up
other in
accent.
full
Definitely.
situation, but we struggle to Christmas
Struggle?
will be the triumphant echoes
I think she
from the
says
past.
strudel. But you getting any idea what the plot is here?
5 minutes?
They're aliens.
Thanks for the heads up.
It's
I
like
was here.
Supergirl, but she's
I
bad.
lived. I am still here. Among you.
She's bad, did you say?
Bad.
Sweet dreams, children.
She's like Dolph Lundgren, isn't she?
It is that struggle that is the affliction of creation.
She looks
I
like
would like to thank
first
Mr.
wife.
Eusebio for allowing
Well,
me
she's
the
like Dolph
opportunity to
Lundgren's
discover
wife
and
in
create,
Rocky
alongside
4,
my
isn't she?
esteemed colleagues
That's
at
what she
Projectus.
reminds me of her accent.
Right, good to know.
Is
Or
that
was
Bridget Nielsen, is that right? No. Is that right? Name?
she know his wife, or is that Stallone? Did she end up with Stallone?
Might have been. Yeah, right.
An archaeologist? It's a bit archaic, isn't it?
She's well studied, Jerry. But if you want
And then her haircut reminds me of the guy in Unbreakable.
That's not what I was saying. It's just an unusual.
That's why I thought it might be Shyamalan.
Just because I mentioned Unbreakable, you're stuck in your head.
From my understanding,
I was thinking, yeah.
is an unusual woman.
You see, she's got the same haircut as the guy as
She's on our
Samuel L.
side.
Jackson.
Aye.
Congratulations.
Congratulations.
Progeus.
Photo?
Progeus.
Pro Jesus.
Progesus. I don't think they're pro-Jesus. It's an anti-Jesus.
You took that like a chomp.
Were you trying to knock me out?
No, it was meant to be a death blow.
It was meant to be a death blow. Oh dear.
I think there's a lot that you miss. Like, do you hear the guy saying, Yaira, stand down?
Oh, right, okay.
Yeah, I think there's bits in it. It's good to get your first
Yaira.
opinions on it. So you don't think it's Icelandic then?
No. Well, let's see if there's any Icelandic actors in it. Morgan Boot, no.
No, there's no Icelandic actors in it. It's just meant to be a.
Pia King, no.
I think the character's
Andrea,
meant to be that.
no. Maya Jayabanda, no. Mackenzie Gray, no. Marshall Bingham, no.
I thought it was Russian as well when I first heard it.
It's terrible.
Oh, my neck.
I mean, I would watch it on a Sunday afternoon.
I think she's not even got an accent in real life. She's just got a normal. I can't
It's
remember
just
where
made
she's
up some
from. but she's
random accent.
Canadian or something.
So what are people saying about it? Let's load
Oh,
on.
it's just there's the divide in the comic book YouTube.
Well,
where,
was the comic successful? I guess it must be.
well, just no, it's only on pre-order just now, so it's made like a couple of million.
The comic.
Aye,
So the
Well,
comic's not even
comic-
been around for like any time,
it's the first issue.
and they made a movie already.
No, that's the trailer for the comic. The comic's on pre-order, so it's not out yet.
They made a movie before they made the comic.
They made a trailer for the comic, which is live action. So they've spent a lot of money on a trailer as well. So take that off the 2 million. Or,
So no, they've not made a movie. They just made a trailer.
it's just a trailer for the comic. People are doing crowdfunding comics, John. They make trailers up, but it's usually just pages.
Well,
from
there's a Icelandic person, but she's a consultant. As this Mana Ragnar's
that's the
daughter,
accent person then? Is it dialect coach? No.
just a consultant.
Aye.
Yeah,
Well,
probably
it's
been
good
on
see, it's good to have you
pub
watching.
crawl or something. But yeah, telling that's just the one Icelandic person. If they're trying to be Icelandic.
John, I think I've told you this before. Every time I watch a film or something, or TV show, I always watch the credits at the end and try and find my name and know your name.
Yeah.
And I usually haven't. I look for my friends' names or my ex-girlfriend's name.
So right,
think
this isn't a movie. It's not a TV show. It's just a trailer, and it's to publicize a
comic. Yes.
A comic book, like an actual physical comic book.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
Yes.
So you could do something like this for your comic book.
Yes. Mostly in the crowdfunding comic book world, you have a trailer and it's either a cartoon or it's just pages from the comic with some music over it and a voiceover telling you what it's about.
This is like for your one, like we
Are
could dress up.
What I'm saying though,
And
Johnny?
I could put on my best Icelandic accent.
You.
I could be the baddie, yeah.
Right, but I'm not doing a comic book about somebody from Iceland though.
I'm the baddie. Oh, where are your guys from?
Why would I copy his trailer for his comic book? Well, it's total.
I'm just saying.
Abstract.
Tell me what one of your characters is. And I'll be.
It's a secret, isn't it?
It's a secret. Okay.
Well, do you want me to give you the elevator pitch, the tag for it?
Mm-hmm.
I've got 2. Right.
Okay. 2.
What if Peter Parker
was
brought up in Sin City?
Okay.
What if Batman was Robin and grew up in a scheme in Glasgow?
Batman was Robin.
And grew up in a scheme in Glasgow. To American viewers, a scheme is like a project, I think they would call it.
What if Batman was Robin? I'm trying to wrap my head around that part.
Grew up in a scheme in Glasgow.
What does that mean? What if Batman was Robin?
Well, he's no millionaire and he's a wee boy and he's not got all the training and stuff, but he's probably got he's fit and he can handle himself.
Mm-hmm.
And he grew up in a scheme in Glasgow.
Right.
Or what happens if Peter Parker grew up in Sin City?
Mm-hmm.
So
right, pal. Stop robbing those folks. Right.
Why is there a Chukta? Is that a Chukta visiting Glasgow or something?
Well, I can't do the accent right. It's got to be wrong.
That's even worse.
Just try to do it like this one.
Right, I'm just here in Glasgow, Don't hurt me, I mean, it could be somebody visiting from Edinburgh. You need to know, all right.
Hey, pal. Yeah, I help you with that. You saying you're being robbed there.
You sound like, what do you call him? The comedian guy, would you call him?
What comedian guy?
That was a great impression.
Lemmy?
No. What do you call him?
Jeff Kevin Bridges.
the Canadian guy.
Canadian guy.
Aye. He talks like he always does. Well, you know what? What's his name?
I don't know what you mean.
Tell me.
I used to be good at impressions. I've totally
Do
lost
that again. Do
I
that
need to-
again. He just died. He died recently, John. Famous guy.
I was trying to do a wee Ouija
I know, but
scallywag.
do it again.
I can't even do it anymore.
The viewers will know. The viewer, if we had any viewers, they would know.
No, I can't recapture it.
I think a Canadian guy.
Been too long.
You probably think he's
I
American.
wasn't trying to do Canadian. I was trying to do Glaswegian
The
gadget.
Canadian, what you probably think is American comedian, died recently from cancer, maybe 2 years ago.
All right, no. Don't know
Well, he talks like, well, you know.
Don't know how you mean. What about Kate Middleton though? What's going on there?
Oh, I don't even want to talk about it anymore, John. There's so much nonsense.
Is it still a cover? Is it a cover for a cover? Is the cancer story a cover?
Well, it's so weird, isn't it? Did you notice none in the background moved at all when she's sitting there that whole time? None of the branches or the daffodils move. Not a blade of grass moves that whole time.
I just heard the audio. I just heard it on the radio. I've not seen the video.
You listen to the radio?
Aye, I like the radio.
The
wireless. I like the wireless, son.
Yeah.
It's the best bit. I'm missing off the ball for this, I'm missing Tam and Stuart on Radio Scotland. It's one of my favourite things all week. I look forward to it. 12 o'clock dings, and then the intro comes up. It's magical. And I've missed that for you, for this stream. They do a podcast where it's like cut it together the best bits, but it's not the same.
Oh, Norm Macdonald.
Oh, Norm Macdonald. Norm Macdonald.
Do it again. Would you?
Hey, you. That man, he stole your purse. No.
Right, try and do your Glasgow accent.
I'll get him for you. Hey.
Try and do your Glasgow accent.
What?
It's better when you do your Glasgow one.
Hey, pal. What are you doing there? Hey.
I see you've got a wee bit Canadian in there.
What are you looking at, pal?
No, do the nose one that you did so it sounds like Norm Macdonald. Hey.
You got a problem?
Hey,
you got a problem, pal.
Do the one you just originally did there.
I know, I can't. I've lost my tuning.
Hey, pal. It sounded just like him. Like,
hey, pal.
Canadians have got a Scottish in them.
Yeah, I've lost
Tell us
it.
a joke as a Ouija and you'll sound like Norm Macdonald.
Norm Macdonald. He's a funny guy. I think he's
Put on a wee Norm Macdonald clip and you'll see. Oh, so much effort in it, John. How are you liking the live stream so far then?
That's all right, yeah.
Maybe sometime in the future we'll get some super chats and stuff. Yeah?
I'm sharing. Yeah.
I think your computer's like in such shock now. You know it does that when you get rid of the tabs and it's like, oh my god, I've been struggling this whole time and I don't know what to do.
I've been wanting to get one of these, really nice spec laptops, for years, and I just never. It's been too tight to actually pull the trigger and get one.
What's a spec?
I also noticed that desserts are different nowadays. When I was young, the waiter would come and he'd go, "What do you want for dessert? Cherry pie or apple pie?" And you go, "I will have a cherry pie." And the guy would bring, well, very simple. Things were very simple back then. Now, desserts, oh my Lord. The guy shows up and he's got a big tray, canted angle, and every confection known to man is on it. And I don't like the way he talks, because he doesn't talk like the pork chop talk anymore. All of a sudden, for the dessert, he's like, oh, the sexual undertones, I mean, he's all like, why is
Remember you
like
did.
that?
Right, pause it now. Don't want to get too much.
That's good. That's quite. He's a bit older there.
Do you remember though? In restaurants, they would always drive. They would have a big car, like a trolley, with loads of. You too young for that?
Maybe in
Didn't go to any
cafe
restaurants?
type place. Maybe. I think I remember. There was one up the town centre in Glenrothes. It was nice, called the Pantiles, and I think they had a cart. Yeah, it's nice. Booths.
Do you remember my joke about desserts?
Oh God, you told me it so many times, but I've forgotten. Yeah,
there's no good jokes about desserts, is there?
No.
Am I right or am I wrong?
Yeah, it's good.
Am I right or am I wrong?
But hi, Norm
There's
Macdonald.
no good jokes about the desserts, is there? Am I right or am I wrong?
That's funny. He just has a funny voice, doesn't he? That's half the battle if you're a comedian. If you just kind of sound funny without really
See,
saying anything.
there was a guy that he was like flatmates with before that he got famous and stuff, and he was like his flatmate was better. It was a more famous comedian or more liked comedian, and he did that delivery. I seen a documentary about him, about Norm, and it's like I think he stole it off the guy. The guy was like a more well-known comedian, and then Norm Macdonald started.
But everybody always stole everything for you. David Chappelle stole from your pal, didn't he?
I bet he did. But I love Norm Macdonald. I think he's hilarious. But when I saw this documentary, and I was like, so he got his style from his flatmate, and he just became more famous.
Yeah.
It kind of made me a bit disappointed, you know.
It's like you stole your style from me, you know. You stole my hair, you know.
Used to have hair like that, do you?
I did.
It looks like I'm trying to cover up that humble, doesn't it? It's just that I've got a big forehead. I've got a massive head. It makes it look like I'm like this is like some kind of overgrowth. They compensate.
So we got any more trailers?
I mean, you can watch the X-Men cartoon trailer if you want.
Nah, anything interesting?
I don't know. Look up new trailers 2024 then.
There was something.
Look up the new trailers on Google on your YouTube.
I'm doing it.
What about Supergran?
Super what?
Supergran. I think there might be another few trailers that are out back at it.
Yeah, what's that?
No, that'll be crap. You don't want to watch 40 different trailers in one. Penguin, there's a new monkey one. That one, Fall Guy, but it's not interesting in it. Is that a real one? MoMA?
So how come Furiosa doesn't have what's her name in it? Because it's a prequel, I guess.
Well, that's the first time she met him when it was in Fury Road. It's a Mad Max spin-off story. Oh, yeah, is that got you? Go back up. The First Omen. Go back up. Way up. Way up. Just go back up to that first trailer, John. Dun. Go dun. Go dun. Go dun. Is that done? Oh no, that's an old one. All right. Is that real? Mona? Is that real? Go up there. Up to that Mona.
Moana. Oh, was that animated? And then there's a live action.
Another one that they're making rubbish.
Okay.
Put on Superman then.
It was successful, so let's just milk it.
We'll critique Superman.
Oh, what's this? What's Humane? That's the guy from Galaxy Quest, isn't it?
He's terrible, John.
Let's watch it.
No.
This is the random one.
While we every day bear witness to the catastrophic ecological collapse that is plaguing our planet, we must not forget that this is, above all, a human crisis.
It looks like he just had a big jobby in there and they've taken it out in the bag,
I
done it,
am
and
in
he came out
favor of this
with
government
his
doing
umbrella.
whatever it takes to win this
And
war.
I put
It's
it
not a
back.
war. Wars have
Put it
opposing
back.
sides. Humanity is the opposing side.
This is one of these films that actors that you've seen in other films that the day bit parts have finally got their starring roles, but do you know what I mean?
We are so
Looks-
happy you
this
all
looks
joined
alright.
us tonight for a family
It's
dinner.
cheap, John, you can tell.
What is going on? Cheerful.
We've decided to enlist.
Oh, that's thingy.
Right, all the bit part players get. Oh, it's another Cronenberg one?
She's gone.
Sorry, I can't do it. I will always.
What was the other
love
one
you.
we watched? It was Catelyn Cronenberg.
Hi, I'm Bob.
See, this guy.
It's
John,
them!
any chance you could
Rather
answer?
early.
He's playing an alien again, it seems.
What is the other one we just watched? It was a Catelyn Cronenberg.
Was it Catelyn? Is that maybe that's his
Go back
sister?
and have a look.
I remember that we watched one, yeah, and you watched the whole movie, so you
Right.
tell me what it's called.
Oh, aye.
Is there just one? Is there just one Cronenberg, child that's making movies?
I think it's the same name. Whatever it is,
Catelyn.
it's the same name.
Is it a guy or a girl?
Well, go back. I can't remember. I'm going by memory of just a quick
No,
glance.
just do a wee Google search on your screen there.
Did we googled it last time, didn't we? Go back to the guy doing a jobby. Aye.
Well, go back to start.
Right.
What's this guy's name again? It's bugging me. Who is he?
You've got your phone there as well and a tablet, John. You can do all the.
You know me. I hardly use my phone.
Right, go back.
Who's that guy?
While we every day bear witness to the catastrophic ecological collapse that is plaguing our planet,
Yeah, I like this.
we
It's
must
got a
not
nice
forget that the
90s feel to it. I like that. I like.
I just
What's
you
that?
know things that are usually cheaper crap, John.
No.
They can make They make good trailers, all the cheap ones.
Yeah. Right.
Oh God, you're.
Hey, it's not playing.
this is above all
Right, Jobby.
a
That's not a
human
Jobby.
right.
It is.
This guy's got a job.
Look at him. He's just finished. He's like, oh, that's great.
I am in favor of this government doing
Right, just
whatever
do a
it
job,
takes
yeah,
to
right.
win this war. It's not a war. Wars have opposing sides. Humanity is the opposing side. We are engaged in nothing less than a life and death struggle against our own extinction.
So there's a sun
We
issue.
are so
Need
happy
a
you all
sunblock.
joined us tonight for a family dinner.
On topic.
What is going on?
We've decided to enlist.
What?
That's Caitlin Cronenberg.
Uh,
I'm sure there's a guy Cronenberg in the other one. His brother and sister making movies.
who knows? No, I think it was the same.
Who's
name.
that guy? Who's the man there who decided to enlist? Is he like in Desperate Housewives or something like that? That's really bugging me.
John, you just
We
you just
decided
hold.
to.
You watch it.
Hmm?
I need to pop to the toilet for a minute. You watch the rest.
I'll
of the
watch
show.
it myself. All right, I'll be Garth.
She's gone.
Sorry, I can't do it. I will always love you.
Hi, I'm Bob.
It's them!
Rather early.
You're not gonna like this, but we're here to collect 2 bodies.
I already told you Dawn left.
And that's unfortunate. But the rules are the same for everybody. Think about your lives. I'm sure one of you is gonna realize that it's not all that great.
I know we're family and all, but if Bob needs a second body, it's not going to be mine.
What are they still doing in the house?
You know, based on my experience in similar situations, I want to say, yeah, killing one another. You think I'm the bad guy?
It might be good. Who knows?
I'm doing important work to save the planet.
Nah, it's falling off a cliff. It's rubbish. We'll finish off.
We can get
So,
through this, but we have
people
to
have to
stick
volunteer
together.
to die. Is that what it is?
Mm-hmm.
People have to volunteer to die.
They have, he needs two bodies for some reason, and for some reason they don't just kill him. They have to kill each other. He's like, I need two bodies. I got one. Oh well, okay, just kill you then. Next, your two bodies.
Must need to die. It said.
Well, he's somebody, right?
Aye, but did the parents not say we've signed up to die to be that 20%? Is that what it's about?
Ah.
I'm just going.
I mean, that's kind of interesting in that way. Then, like the whole. Let me talk for a minute. The whole, climate narrative, con or scam, where they're telling us we have to reduce CO2 because we're increasing the heat of the planet, but it's actually the planet that's heating up, and that releases CO2.
Nothing's happening.
So people signing up to this, scam, and they're like having to cut back on emissions and all sorts. So this is an extension of that idea, isn't it? That not only you cut back on emissions, you're saying
in Britain.
You're saying we'll cut back on our population, and we'll do that willingly. And here's the like consequence of you signing up to that. So, and there's also a consequence to you signing up to the carbon reduction thing. Like they say, you're the carbon that they want to reduce. So it's maybe a bit more interesting than I had thought. But
you did it. You signed up for it, John.
You're talking about
the carbon reduction.
You're not talking about the reduction.
That was the carbon reduction.
Aye, but they're two separate narratives, so aren't they?
No, they didn't tell you.
They merged into one, but
they didn't tell you what it was for, John.
I don't have a Tesla, for instance.
No, but they didn't tell you that it was carbon reduction, but it was reducing carbon by getting rid of humans.
Aye, but that's not what I'm talking about. I'm just talking about all these policies about reducing carbon and putting fees and shutting down farmers, taking their land away from them because it's
killing us, starving us, and euthanizing us. And Canada, they want to bring it into Britain, euthanizing.
So this guy, obviously, he'll be. Cronenberg's Canadian. This director might be Canadian, so they're quite close to these issues, aren't they? So. It's maybe worth some time.
It's been a hell of a night, huh?
Is that guy? He's like who's the Canadian Prime Minister again? He's Trudeau, basically. So if you imagine that he's Trudeau, then it's a bit more interesting. This film.
It's probably pro.
Why do movies always have to have these like horn things? Ever since Prometheus, everything's got like.
Have you ever seen For the Love of Sport, John?
No, what's that?
Right, look for it on YouTube, the trailer. I mean, you can get it on YouTube to watch, but you don't want to watch the whole thing, then there. For the Love of Sport. What's happening? I think you crashed there, John.
Nothing.
It's a few years old, this.
What was your impetus for this project? Where did it start?
In November of last year, I approached Dad about the idea of doing a documentary on Spock as a part of the celebration of the anniversary of the original series. And the minute
it was Kirk's birthday yesterday, I think. I think it was yesterday. Shatner's birthday.
How old is he now?
Remember, we were saying he's pretty old. He's still there, still aging.
88, 90 something.
I think he's 90 odds now, isn't he? Yeah. Was he in his 90s the last time we checked?
Live long and prosper,
This documentary is really good. You get the full documentary on YouTube.
The president said, I love Spock.
Good, yeah.
I started acting about 8 years old and I suddenly decided that
he's actually a good actor. See, when you see it shows you bits of him.
I loved it.
It shows you him in other films and stuff before he was Spock, and he's actually a good actor.
Only other thing I've seen him in is an episode of Columbo. He plays
So
a
you'd
surgeon.
not seen him in Body Snatchers?
No, I've not seen Body Snatchers.
Version of the Body Snatchers.
No, not
Have you not seen that? Have you seen the old one?
No, neither.
The 50s one?
No.
Fucking hell, John, you need to write a list of these ones that I can do a double bill on. I'm sitting here, what should I do a double bill on? You've not seen.
Right, well, you know, you can write them down now. My two hands are busy right now, so I'm doing this.
You've not seen him in Fringe, the TV show?
No.
What else is he in? You didn't see the news? Oh, he's Spock, I guess, in the reboots.
Yeah, obviously, I've seen all Star Trek.
I bet, see, in those ones, he's quite like Spock, especially in Invasion of the Body Snatchers. He's like, he talks like Spock in it, so I just assumed he was not a very good actor. He's like kind of one Michael Caine type actor, but you see him in the early films, and he's like playing like a fucking biker gang guy, you know, one of those 50 greaser guys.
Yeah.
Go, you can press
check
play.
that out. Yeah.
Leonard and I came from a lot of similar backgrounds.
He was a multifaceted individual. He was never just Spock to me, even growing up.
He had a ubiquitous curiosity about everything going on in the world.
Prior to Star Trek, I never had a job that lasted longer than 2 weeks. Never. 2 weeks.
People ask me what it was like living with Spock.
It's hard to get his autobiography, his first one.
At night, eat his
Quite
dinner,
dear.
memorize his lines, and then just go to sleep.
It's like 50 quid to try and get the
hard
first
to
one.
get this career going. It took a toll on his family life.
That he was occasionally Leonard-like, but mostly he was Spock.
Everyone feels a little bit like
The
an
Chekhov
outsider. I
diet.
would argue the most interesting people see.
The Chekhov diet.
Walter Koenig.
I don't know. I just know him as
I
Chekhov. He
think
wasn't
people
anything else, was he?
recognize themselves in him. One of the things that I really respect about
He was in some sort of cheap knockoff fan Star Trek movie.
You know, Chekhov, is he in the third season? I'm watching the original series just now. Chekhov's a fucking arsehole in the third season. It's like, he just starts fighting with people and stuff, and like the captain's like giving him an order, and he's like, "No, I will not. I'm going to." And he starts like fighting like the Klingons and stuff, like square going them. And
He's like Scrappy. He's like Scrappy Doo, isn't he?
Aye, but he's like in the second series when he comes into it, he's quite quiet and stuff, and he's like a wee bit of kind of like the wee guy out of the monkeys, you know, like the wee English guy out of the monkeys. He's like a little one for the ladies to like, the younger teen ladies to like. But in the third season, it's like the Klingons are there, and Captain Kirk's like, right, everybody be calm, and he's like, no, I'm not. I will not be calm. I'm gonna, well, how can you let him do that? And it's like, can't fucking Chekhov, you're getting put in the jail. You're getting put in the fucking.
That's the caricature of the Russian, but you know, kind of
Would
true.
you call it on a ship?
Headed or whatever.
No, but he's no following orders. What do you call it when you get put in a jail in the ship?
In the thingy, in the brig.
Is it brig? I thought. But
take it to the brig.
He would, in any of the other seasons, he would have get put in the jail for doing what he did, because he just totally doesn't listen to Captain Kirk and does his own thing. He keeps getting into trouble.
That's what Kirk doesn't obey orders, so why should his subordinates obey him? You know, they're just trying to be like Kirk. He's had a year or so of watching Kirk. He's trying to be like him.
No, but Kirk's always Kirk does obey orders in the original series. He does stuff that he has to do. There's one where he has to give up command to a guy that's obviously lost his mind, and he has to do it, and that's one of the episodes. Right, go press play.
It's brilliant, wasn't it? Original series is brilliant.
With Dan was his love and affection for the fans.
He was great as Bone.
To create a character who leaves a mark on the society that strikes a chord that resonates. Leonard Nimoy did that.
See, can anybody at home do this, John?
Renaissance man.
Can anybody at home do this?
Oh yeah, did not take quick for me. I take my time about this.
Can I look at the screen and do it?
I was not working. Yeah.
You made the world stand up and listen.
Fascinating.
If there was a word you would use to sum up or describe my dad, what would that be for you?
Noble, dignity,
Artist.
Integrity.
Humble.
The first word that does come to mind is love.
Jason Alexander doing in there?
Just love.
Fascinating.
Have been
What's Jason Alexander doing there?
Have been and always will be your friend.
Was he in a sitcom with Jason Alexander?
Who's Jason Alexander?
Fuck's sake.
Go back and show me then.
George.
All right.
Seinfeld.
No, I think he's just a big fan of Star Trek.
Can he not get any other work? He's got to be on YouTube.
He might have been his pal, you never know. He might have been.
have been and always shall be your friend.
Wow, that was great, John. You put it right back there. Fucking hell, man.
If there was a word you would use to sum up,
He's in quite a lot of documentaries. Yeah, I think he's either worked with him or I think he's just a major Star Trek fan.
He's got nothing better.
No, I think he knows a lot when he talks about the episodes and stuff. He seems to know a lot about the.
He's a trekker. Or a Trekkie.
A Trekkie. I prefer Trekkie, I think.
Yeah, I prefer Trekkie.
Nobody's a Trekkie anymore after they fucking ruined it, man.
So what ruined it? Picard or something else?
No, the one Discovery ruined it first. And first two seasons of Picard. Discovery's the one with the black lasses, the main lead, who in the first episode, the pilot episode, she gets her captain killed, and I'm watching it going, so wait a minute, she's meant to be the star and she's a complete arsehole and nearly gets everybody killed on the ship because she doesn't listen to orders, and then she gets the captain killed.
Season 5.
Who seemed like a good captain, who was a woman, who seemed like a good captain.
See, I don't know anything about this. This is the first time I've ever set eyes upon any of this.
You watched the first episode, John, the pilot, or first two episodes, and tell me what you think.
Let's have a look at the trailer. It's all brown. Why is it all brown?
So can you imagine someone joins Star Trek, gets Captain Kirk has to sacrifice his life in the first episode because this woman nearly gets him killed, and nearly gets the whole crew killed, and you're meant to root for her. She's meant to be the star of the show, and you're like, wait a minute, and the captain's like a woman, and she's good. She seems like a good captain. She seems interesting. It's not like she's doing the wrong stuff. She's doing the right stuff. It's that this woman the main character nearly gets everybody killed, and the captain has to sacrifice herself to save everybody. And you're meant to go, oh, I want to watch the next episode, see how this arsehole keeps fucking nearly getting everybody killed.
It's like watching an American president giving a speech.
Yeah, true. Go watch this if you want.
Imbecile.
It is. This is where it comes. Just got no clue about heroism, or they've got no clue about stories and stuff. They just it's like they've learned from It's like they've learned for the writers from like 2000s or 2010s or something.
Is it normalizing incompetency in the?
And they're incompetent with their writing, though. That's the thing. It's like a reflection of them. It's like it's mental, John. It's just mental.
They can't even envisage a strong leader, a rational.
They're writing like how them and their friends would act in these situations, and they're arseholes, and they would get everybody killed.
Yeah. Wow. Really, you need like somebody with military leadership experience, or that's a good writer.
You need people
to help you to do this.
You need people. They don't hire good writers, and then they hire writers that have not seen anything past 2005 or something. Say you're 20 now and you're a writer, and you've not seen like any films. The only films you've watched are from 2005 onwards or something. Or TV shows, stuff like that. So you're taking like it's like I heard this good
junk foods, right? It's kind of like that. No vegetables anymore, just cheeseburgers.
Aye.
They expect to be healthy.
It's John. I heard this good thing when I was watching some kind of documentary on movies and the beginning of Hollywood and stuff like that, and I can't remember the exact quote, but they were like, movies used to look weird because they were based on what real life was like, and they were written like what real life was like, and then slowly people were watching movies, and they were like, say, romance and stuff like that, and the way people act in romantic situations, or even just any kind of life, movies were trying to be more lifelike, and then life started imitating movies, and then movies started imitating life, that was imitating movies. Then now we're at a point where we base our knowledge on how we should interact with people on the way people interact in movies, and it's so like far for when the beginning, like if they just had one shot and everybody was trying to act natural and it was all quite like a play almost. It was talking about romance. So romance was Hollywoodified, right? And then people started thinking that's the way you should be romantic with each other. And then it got even more Hollywoodified. And then now everybody thinks that relationships and stuff should be. But if you go back before movies and stuff, we'll never know what it was like to live like a normal human being because we base so much of our life on TV shows and movies.
I know there's dating apps and pornography and all that kind of stuff.
No, I know, but
it's all part of the same problem, right?
Aye, like they made the movie You've Got Mail and stuff like that. So everybody starts doing You've Got Mail stuff because it's just people wrote movies based on real life, and then they started making movies based on movies, not real life anymore. And then it got so far removed from real life that everything's all muddled up now. Like women will think that, oh, you need to be romantic like that movie or like that TV show, like the guy from Sex and the City. You need to be like that.
Or an expectation of, like a wedding or
aye,
bachelor party,
like
hen night,
playing games with each other and all that kind of stuff, and messing around with each other, and breakups, what a breakup should look like, and
gender reveal.
Just anything, friends. It could be about friends. How you react with your friend, how cops act, and stuff like that. It gets influenced by movies. People want to be a cop because they've seen it in the movies. So they're like, they act like, it's just the same thing.
All right, how can we proceed to this video? Have we got any?
No.
Anything else?
That's it. Right, well, cheerio, guys. Thanks for watching this big, long live stream trailer reaction.
All right.
Say you soon. Goodbye, John.
Bye. Yeah, bye. Fine.